are there veterans that are rated at 86%, rounded to 90, and they have claimed everything and anything that they can? Are secondaries an option in the future? Absolutely. VA claims never stop. Our bodies are going to get worse. Go figure, right? But let's just be real. Does that person at 86% who is truly properly rated, do veterans submit baloney claims because Facebook so and so told me, because YouTube told me so? And I think that answer is also yes. It's this weird culture of, I can't tell you how many times I've seen a veteran's decision letter. They haven't been diagnosed. I'm just like, hey, talk to me about your migraines. What does that look like? And they are verbatim giving me a YouTube video, sensitive to light, sensitive to sound, all this stuff. And I'm like, all right, cool. What are your symptoms? Right? Tell me what your symptoms are. Do you have a prostrating migraine? What does the word prostrating even mean? Food for thought. It's in the M21 scale, and it's a VA adjudication word, not a healthcare word. So you won't hear prostrating outside the VA. And it's just, it's a really weird culture, and I feel weird even speaking about it, because it is true. Veterans do submit baloney claims, and I think what it gets back to, and here's my redemption. So don't get too mad at me, audience, if you're upset right now. It comes down to evidence. Saying you have migraine-like symptoms is way different than speaking to your primary health care, your referred care, getting medication, having treatment. One is medical evidence over here. One is a self-report over here, and they are vastly different. So I don't even know what to say, Jason, but I want to kick it back to you, and because it gets at the culture of, if we're aiming for 100%, which we both agree should be the case, does that offer
right.
a small majority to make baloney claims because YouTube told me so, right? YouTube said I can get 70% anxiety due to tinnitus. I have tinnitus, and I just want to hear your thoughts on that. I know there's not really any cookie cutter answer. It's just weird, man. It's just weird.
You know what? The cookie cutter answer, Clay, is no, don't do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And look, if I've ever suggested that in any sort of way, sorry, but here's the reality. You need to file again for things that you can actually win.
Mm-hmm.
And things that I talk about is, look, read the schedule of ratings for your condition if you're going for an increase, right? If you don't meet the criteria to increase your rating and you still meet all the criteria for the rating that you currently have, you're rated appropriately. Sorry, leave it there. Go get a job that pays more money if you need more, right? So, or maybe your job sucks. Use vr&e, Veterans Readiness and Employment, get that stipend per month, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's other ways to go about it. Don't just throw things to see if it sticks. My pet peeve in this world, of course, people are going to throw baloney claims. They're going to throw claims that are like, I got a 1% chance they're going to say yes, but hey, that's a chance, right? Right. Yeah. It's like asking the girl out, hey, so if I asked you out on a date, would you say, well, I wouldn't say no. That means I got a chance, right? Because maybes are chances, right? Or whatever it is, right? I don't even know what, I've been married too long. I don't even know what that's like. So the reality here is, read the schedule of ratings, understand where it's at. And if you don't today, then keep an eye on it and go in the future, right? Again, yeah, of course, people are going to file baloney claims, sadly. And I think that some of it, not all, right? Some of them are doing it on purpose, but I also think that there's some that are just filing themselves. They're not really talking to anybody. Maybe they did watch some videos and they feel as though, well, they watched some portions of videos, right? Not even the whole thing, right? So you watch a portion of it and you think you have enough information to be dangerous. And so you go out there and you file your claim online. Cool. But I think that there's that portion of people that are just kind of blindly, maybe the VA is going to help diagnose me, or maybe they're going to help me with my signs and symptoms or whatever, and it's just going to get rejected, and then you got to go back, and then you got to file your higher level, and then you got to file a supplemental, and then you're going to kick it to the board, all to be denied. And then that's where that comes from, right? You get somebody who thinks there's two. I'm all over the place, man. I'm rated for this, by the way.
You're
all right.
Good.
So there's two, I think, groups in this category: the intentional and the non-intentional for baloney claims, right? So the non-intentional need to do a little more footwork and research and realize that there is no entity out there that's going to do it all for you and take care of you, except for, sadly, and I know you're going to hate this, a paid service to really help you through it. And then they'll figure it all out for you at, in my opinion, an exorbitant price. It shouldn't be as much as it is. So we'll leave that there. The next one is your intentional folks. And you know what? The intentional people, don't do it. It's you're going to end up telling the wrong person that you did it, or the right person, depending on who you are. And you're going to get ratted out, and then you're going to go to jail like other people. So probably don't do that. There's other ways to go about it. The one bad apple kind of spoils the bunch. And I think that everybody else is pretty much anti that. So with that being said, I think that's a very small, tiny percentage of veterans overall. I think that veterans overall are great. I think there's obviously, it's people, right? There's a small portion. Anytime there's a benefit out there that comes with dollars to it, people are going to make the wrong decision, I think. So with that, the bottom line in that whole statement is there's two groups, the intentional and the unintentional. And I think the unintentional are just uninformed.
Yeah. Oh, I like how you brought up the unintentional, because we don't know what we don't know, period. And there's you can live your whole life.
I filed a bunch myself.
Yeah.
That were just stupid. I thought the VA was going to help me at the beginning. Just, I'm self-diagnosing.
Yeah.
Right. And because I thought they were going to help me figure it out. Yeah, no, that's not how it works. So I ended up
at all.
you. Yeah.
I took two more different polls here on this topic. Do you think veterans try to game the game and exaggerate their symptoms? Now, this one's interesting because it's almost a 50-50 split. We see 54% yes, 46% no. And I think that gets down to what you just said. There are the unintentional, and that's not what, there's nothing you can do about that. You can live your whole life thinking you're doing the right thing. And if you never find out that you're not, in your reality, there's nothing wrong. And there's absolutely zero things wrong with that.